everybody, and welcome back to the Thunder and Lightning Gaming News Podcast. I'm Thunder.
I'm Lightning.
And I'm Monsoon.
Pauline, tell us about video games.
Video games.
Have you heard of them?
I have heard of them. I've been playing them all my life.
Me too.
Me too.
Do y'all... Let me derail this right away. Do y'all remember the first game you ever played?
Yes.
Played or watched?
Played.
Both.
I'm going to guess Mario 64, because we had a Nintendo 64 before I was born.
Okay.
At my house. I'm going to guess that.
Okay.
Or that or GoldenEye.
Something, one of the N64 classics.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
The first game I ever watched was my mom loved video games, right?
Nice.
And we had this old PlayStation, original PlayStation SpongeBob game.
Oh, nice.
I can't remember what it was called, but it was like SpongeBob to the Rescue or something like that.
Was it a 2D platformer or a 3D platformer?
2D.
Yes. Okay. I think I've played this.
And the different levels had you collecting like certain things to like prepare for like, I don't know, random stuff. Like it's Mermaid Man. Like I think the ultimate goal was to get an autograph for Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
And there was collectible spatulas, right?
Yes.
Yes, I
Yeah.
have played
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
My aunt had this.
I
That was a
can't-
good game.
I enjoyed like just watching her play it, and like I would like try to help her. Like my mom like specifically remembers me like helping her with like certain video games like Tack and like what we had to do to beat the final boss and that kind of stuff. I also remember her playing Pac-Man World 2. That was like her favorite video game. And like just like watching her like collect all the pack dots and the fruit, like just traversing all the different worlds. The first game I ever played by myself and enjoyed was Kingdom Hearts, like the original Kingdom Hearts on PlayStation 2.
That's a complicated game for a kid to be like, I'm gonna attempt video games.
All I remember is that we were walking through Blockbuster and I saw the cover art of it and I thought, oh, like this looks pretty. And I also saw the Disney characters on it, so I was like, okay, like why not? So I put it in, and I remember just like, you know, on like Destiny Islands when it's about to be like consumed by the darkness, you get attacked by the Heartless.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that you couldn't beat those, and like you had to like go through a certain way.
Oh, you just
so
stayed there.
I spent an hour trying to figure out how to beat these Heartless, and then I realized, oh, maybe I'm supposed to go to like a certain place, and then finally,
yeah.
I think I made it to, I think I made it to oh yeah, it was the Coliseum, and you have to go through those time trials.
Oh yeah.
I kept losing on the time trials, and I ended up giving up.
Yeah, they're not too easy.
Yeah, and then of course like we had to return the game, because it was Blockbuster.
Oh, got it.
But those are the two video games like that are or three that are important to me.
Yeah.
So we had very different experiences with Kingdom Hearts the first time around. I got Kingdom Hearts because of my main man, Mickey Mouse. And I turned it on, and I don't even think I knew what anime was at this point, but I was like, what's this anime shit? I got this for the Mickey Mouse.
I'm imagining you, a 6-year-old, never said anime or shit. You're just like, what's this anime shit?
But as an adult, I enjoyed playing through that game.
Yeah, it's fun. It's not fun if you want to 100% it.
Oh yeah, no,
It's
you
helpful when
can't.
one of the voice actors knows you're playing it. Check out our playthrough of Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's good.
I'm waiting for the next installment of Chain of Memories.
Well, you see, I'm waiting for a PS5. That's the time limit for when we start Chain of Memories.
You know, I'm still waiting for a PS5 as well, so we'll see. Anyway.
I don't have a PS5, but
No,
I can wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to. I feel like I have to enjoy my PS4 more, and then I'll be able to get a PS5. Like once it like rolls around, I could wait more because I still have a lot of video games that I want to play on my PS4.
Our kids are never gonna have the new games because we both think very similarly.
Did I ever
Yeah.
tell you about the story of how I got my PS4?
I don't think so.
So this was back when I like just finished nursing school, and I
Did you
probably
kill somebody for it?
no.
Boring. You can go ahead.
all throughout college I wanted a PS4, and my roommate's boyfriend at the time, like he for some reason I think it's because he was moving, but he let us like keep his TV and his PS4 at our apartment, and like I literally spent like $10 on like one video game on the PS store. And like I was like, okay, I need to get one now. So I told myself, once I pass my nursing exams, if I pass my nursing exams, I will buy myself a PS4. And then I go in, I take the test, and then I'm waiting for the result, and like I'm having like panic attack about it. And then finally, like there comes the like once you take the nursing exam, comes a day when like it's like a week or two go by, and you can get like the unofficial results, and they're usually like, you know, the results that are like, okay, you passed or you didn't pass. So a week or two go by, and like I'm finally the unofficial results come in, and I'm like, okay, all right, here goes. So I beg Jimbo, because he already has his like computer up. I'm like, Jimbo, I need to check my nursing exam results. And so like and also he wants the PS4 as well. So we're praying and we're hoping, and like I'm just like praying to God that I pass, and then it loads, and lo and behold, I do pass. My brother and I screamed so loud that we scared my grandmother, who's sleeping downstairs.
Oh, jeez.
So, and she's like, what happened? And I'm like, it's okay, Grandma, I'm a nurse now. I can be a nurse now. And then after like we call my grandmother down, we like run up, and like we literally go into Amazon and buy the PS4 right there.
I bought a PS4 specifically to play Street Fighter V, and that game stinks. Hate that game. It's fun to watch. It's just not a fun game to play or own. Video games.
Yeah.
On to our... Not enough about video games. On to our next category, video games. Pauline, how video games to you this week?
You already asked her video games. You've only asked her video games.
But she didn't... I cut her off immediately, and she didn't talk
did.
about
Right,
it.
sorry.
Calm down. I have been playing the new Pokemon Snap game.
Yeah.
And
I think you weren't on the... No, last podcast was without you. We talked about Snap. So how are you doing in Snap? Spoiler free, of course.
I'm on the jungle level just because I'm not...
Spoiler free!
Hold on.
I meant for your benefit. I think you're past the jungle level.
Yeah, he's definitely past the jungle level. Anyway, I'm on the jungle level, and I'm having fun with it. Like, this is the first time I've ever been playing like a Pokemon Snap game of any kind, because I never played the Pokemon Snap game, like, you know, when it came out on the 60s.
Oh, you've never played the original?
Yeah, she's never
No,
played
I
the
haven't
original.
Oh,
played
you're
the
going to
original.
hate it because it's a worse game. This game's
of
way
course
better.
it is.
Yeah.
I think it's in your N64 right now, isn't it? It usually is.
Nope, it's Battle Tank 64.
Oh, okay.
But I am really enjoying it. Like, you came over to my house one day. I'm talking about Chris, and like I was going through the jungle level, and like I was able to get a picture of a Pokemon that we hadn't seen
Nice.
in the jungle level at all. So I feel like even if you like kind of like semi played it, then there's still like lots of more new discoveries you can.
Well, that's what I'm doing, and I'll give my one bit of
Yeah.
game news. That's what I'm doing. I'm going back. I refuse to go past the desert till I do a lot more in the previous levels.
So you haven't even visited the volcano yet?
No. I know.
Don't.
You okay?
No, yeah, what? No, I'm fine. Sorry, I blacked out.
And back to Pauline.
So yeah, I've been playing that. Still, my video game time is hindered because of work, but I'm enjoying it. Still playing more Immortals Phoenix Rising.
Is that what that? It's got an S in the middle of it. It's Immortals Phoenix Rising.
Yeah.
That's stupid. That's a bad name.
What did you think it was?
I thought it was Immortal Phoenix Rising, not Immortals Phoenix Rising.
Yeah, it's Immortal. Yeah, Immortals Phoenix Rising. I'm still working on like getting the leveling up and like grinding and putting all the side quests before I go beat Typhon. And then I have to go like play the DLC for all that. I checked out the DLC. Like I watched a preview of the third DLC, and for some reason it's like it has a new protagonist, and the battle style is different, because like instead of like a regular like RPG where like you're like facing forward, you're like watching from the top down.
Oh, interesting.
Which is, I mean, it makes sense for like the story that they're telling, but it's still like kind of weird that they would switch it randomly for a DLC.
That's
weird. I mean, I'm sure it'll be good though. But
Yeah.
What else?
That game's Ubisoft, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got like the same people who made Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
And then what else? I saw I was watching Rad Brad. He's another walkthrough person.
Okay.
He was playing a game called Plague Innocence.
Okay.
And it's essentially it tells a story about this girl named Alicia, and it takes place in the 1300s, which is right in the time of the Black Plague.
Right.
So, I think it starts out with like a murder kind of mystery where like guards are like sent to her family home and like they kill her dad and they also kill her mom, so she escapes with her brother. And essentially what they have to do is they have to find out like who these people are, like why they're being attacked, and in all the gameplay you have to like avoid these swarms of rats who will eat you alive if you don't be careful, if you're not careful. I just thought it's like pretty interesting because like it's like the 1300s, and I feel like it kind of captures what life was like during that time.
Yeah.
And plus the protagonist is a girl, which is like very different from that time. So I'm tempted to get it, but I don't know. I thought it was just interesting. So.
Yeah, if you do end up getting it, let us know how you like it next time you're on.
Sure.
Who knows when that'll be? 'Cause math,
right? Yeah.
I was playing Far Cry 3 again. Haven't played it since I was a kid. It's not as I'm not liking it as much as I remember liking it. So I'm probably not gonna play it much longer. I have been playing Persona 5 with Kelsey, and I'm not gonna spoil anything, obviously. But
you're playing you're playing Royal, right?
Yeah, I've never played Royal before, and so far, storyline wise, really nothing is different. So I'm waiting for that. Whatever's gonna happen. But I did want to talk about how we were trying to get a part-time job in that game.
Right.
And I didn't realize how ridiculous it is getting a part-time job in that game, because we were trying to do we had to get a part-time job to do this other side mission thing. So we wanted to work at the beef bowl shop.
Yeah.
So we arrive at the beef bowl shop, and the beef bowl shop owner is like, "Hello, welcome." And then it opens a you are purchasing things from this establishment menu. And then we were like, okay, this isn't it. So we look it up, and you have to go to the train station.
Oh, yeah.
You have to look at a
like
stand,
the ads,
that have pamphlets on them. And the pamphlets are for jobs that are for sale. So from that screen, you click one, you call them, and they're like, oh, yeah, work whenever, because in that game, the way it's set up is you have your job is scheduled every day, but whether you go or not, you don't have to go if you don't want to. So you can do your part-time job if you want. So essentially, in universe, our character goes to the beef shop. It's like, oh, I don't want to buy anything. I want a job here. Walks/takes a train ride all the way to Shibuya Central, reads about a pamphlet about this place, and then rather than taking the pamphlet with him or going into the restaurant, he calls them from there and says, hey, can I have a job? And they say, you have it already. Work whenever.
Yeah. If only work was like that in real life.
I don't think a lot of the stuff in that game, when it comes to like the Shibuya travel stuff, is like really like how it does happen in real life. I can't imagine that getting a job is that much of a circular maze.
I seriously doubt it.
In real life. Because that'd be ridiculous. If I went to a place, I was like, can I apply for a job? And they were like, you have to do it on a website. I'd be like, okay, that's fine. But if they were like, you have to go to the nearest train station and call us from the number you get on the pamphlet. That's like literally, I know I'm talking about a video game, but like that's literally like a video game quest.
Jeez. Which dungeon, quote unquote, are you on right now?
We're in the middle. We're in between 1 and 2 right now. So we just met Makoto and found out who she's related to.
Gotcha.
But we haven't met new dude yet, blue-haired dude.
Okay.
it's news time.
News time.
Cool.
Right?
Yeah.
So, let's see. What order do I want to do this in? Let's do the releases first.
Sure.
So, this is one I missed last period, but April 30th saw the release of Returnal. It's a new PS5 exclusive game. It's like a space adventure roguelike that I'll probably really enjoy.
Is it a shooter?
It is a shooter, I think. It's a third-person shooter.
Returnal's Phoenix Rising.
But it's kind of horror themed, I think. I'm not quite sure. I don't have a PS5, but when I do, I'll probably play it. May 10th saw the release of Hood Outlaws and Legends. You and I saw the trailer for this. I think 2 E3s in a row. It's basically just a multiplayer like matchmaking game where you kill everyone, but instead of like the roles are like thief, and because it like takes place in like medieval times and stuff. It looked interesting. Haven't heard anything about it until I heard that it was releasing.
It sounds like a phone game.
It looked like a game I wouldn't like, but it didn't look bad. May 14th saw the release of Famicom Detective Club The Missing Heir and Famicom Detective Club The Girl Who Stands Behind, which are two murder mystery games that were Japan only until May 14th.
I'm actually kind of intrigued by it because I've played Otome games before.
Yeah.
And like it has like to me it kind of has like a similar like style to it, but instead of romancing people, you're solving a mystery.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely seems inspired by modern day dating sims rather than like something like Phoenix Wright.
Right.
May 14th also saw the release of Subnautica Below Zero, which is the follow-up to Subnautica, which is a scary underwater game. So I've never played it.
Yeah.
May 18th saw the release of Leisure Suit Larry Wet Dreams Dry Twice. I don't know if y'all know about Leisure Suit Larry, but he is a super old Sierra Games point-and-click character, and he's all about having sex, and his new game is coming out. Didn't think they were allowed to make games about him anymore, so maybe this one's not super misogynistic like the old ones, but who knows. And then May 21st saw the release of Knockout City, which is that weird multiplayer dodgeball game that looks kind of fighting game inspired, and Miitopia, which is a 3DS game that they ported to Switch, and because Miis aren't really a big deal on Switch, the way they counteract that is apparently they have like this crazy detailed character creator.
Really?
And
now I'm intrigued by it.
Yeah, I wasn't until I heard that. Because
but they still look like Miis?
No, not the character created ones.
Okay.
Because the whole conceit of the game is like, it's an RPG, and every time you meet a new character, it's going to pause and be like, fill this character with one of your Miis. But I don't have any because I don't give a shit. So they have this character creator now, and apparently it's dope. And you know me, I love character creators, so I'll probably end up getting it eventually. And that's it. Those are the releases. On to the real news.
Yes.
We got new details on the new Mario Golf. I forget what it's called. I think it's called Mario Golf Super Rush, something like that. It looks great. It looked great before. It looks great now. I'm very excited for it. It's basically just that new Everybody's Golf game, which was fantastic, but with Mario. And they added a new mode, which is essentially like race golf, like the opposite of what golf's supposed to be. Like, go as fast as you can and get your ball in the hole first. But it's Mario, so there's like power-ups and stuff. And in the trailer, it showed Luigi get like an ice power-up and then like skate forward and go a little faster. It looks cool. It looks very cool. It looks very... The Mario Golf games, the 3D ones up to this point, have very much been like, it's golf, but with Mario characters.
Right.
This one looks more akin to the baseball and soccer games where, soccer games where it's like, it's golf, but it's Mario.
Right.
You know? It looks really good, and I'm very excited for it.
Cool.
Small bit of news. The SNES and the NES Online, those like free games that you have access to if you have Nintendo Online.
Mm-hmm.
They just added 5 new games.
Ooh.
The NES Online added Ninja Jaja Maru-kun, which if you haven't couldn't tell by the title has been Japanese only until this point. And the SNES Online added Spanky's Quest, Magical Drop 2, Super Baseball Simulator 1.000, and Caveman Ninja, more colloquially referred to as Joe and Mac.
Yes. Cool.
Which you could buy on Switch, but now it's free if you have Switch Online.
Well, what if I want to buy it?
Go for it. There's like 5 Joe and Mac games on Switch.
Really?
Yeah. There's Joe and Mac 1, 2, and 3, and Joe and Mac Unofficial 3, and I think Joe and Mac Unofficial 3 has a sequel.
Jesus.
I think. Japan got a lot more of those than we did, and I think Koei Tecmo maybe owns Data East now, so they've been, I don't know, something like that. So now the big ones. As we all know, Microsoft recently acquired Bethesda.
Yes.
And because of that, this is a bit of news that I think you're going to appreciate, Chris. Bethesda is not going to be holding an E3 press conference. Bethesda's news is going to be shoehorned into the Microsoft event.
Okay.
That makes
Which
sense.
is fantastic because last time there was an E3 in 2019, I'm sure you remember the Bethesda press conference where there was like a fake enjoyment from the crowd.
Oh, yes.
And
yes.
they killed Commander Keen live on stage.
Yes, I do remember. People were going insane.
Yeah. Literally, like, they put dragons in the dragon game, and some guy in the audience was like, yeah! And it's like, whoa. That guy,
Oh, yeah.
that guy really wants his $40 they paid him to sit in the crowd.
Good. So hopefully
became a-
Microsoft has a bit more integrity.
That
yeah,
just became like
well,
a meme.
they do. I can confirm they do. What do you say?
That was like a meme for days.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But can I really be mad at the Bethesda 2019 press conference? It's when we found out about Ikumi Nakamura, who is God's greatest creation.
What did she make again?
She was talking about Tokyo Ghostwire or whatever that game was called, and then like months later she was like, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm gonna go work for God of War.
Don't we have a folder on the computer dedicated to her?
It's called God's Precious Angel.
Yeah.
It's on the desktop because it's important. So yeah, E3's almost here. Probably not next podcast, but the 2 video game podcasts from now will probably be our E3 special.
We could probably live stream that.
Live stream.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff that we're probably going to live stream.
Live stream.
Okay, we'll do it. God, we'll do it.
I probably won't be on the live stream, but I can sure as hell watch it.
Hell yeah.
Please do.
So the last bit of news, and the one I think we're going to talk about the most, as Pauline mentioned, I think off air, there's a new Skyward Sword. Nope, sorry. It's not a new Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword
Woo!
for the Wii is being re-released on Switch because Nintendo knows what they're doing. But there's a new Amiibo. As with typical Nintendo releases, there's a new Amiibo.
Okay.
This one is Skyward Sword Zelda with her Loftwing, right? And essentially people are pissed at this Amiibo because I think Nintendo's officially taken it too far, because essentially what this Amiibo does is something that you should be able to do in the game for free.
Which is...
In Skyward Sword, there's the sky and then there's the ground. And
the sword.
And to go from... And a sword, yes.
Yeah.
That's how you travel between sky and ground. You slide down a giant sword. No. There's the sky and the sword, and the way you travel between them is you have to find a safe spot, and you can either save or you can go up to the sky.
It's a goddess statue, right?
Sure.
I
Maybe.
think so.
I'm not sure.
I can't remember.
But with this Amiibo, instead of doing that, what you can do is you can scan the Amiibo and you can teleport from anywhere on the ground and go back up to the sky. And then when you're done in the sky, you can scan the Amiibo again and you can teleport right back to where you left off.
Oh, that's so dumb.
And that's locked behind a $30 Amiibo, because this Amiibo is a big one, so it's $30 instead of $12.
Wow.
You could do that in the Wii game. Like, you could, like, say, like... Sorry, I just lost my train of thought. You could do that in the Wii game, and, like, that didn't cost anything. That was already, like, programmed into the game. But now...
Yeah, it's a very... having that feature be in it is a very Nintendo remaking a game thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, just kind of improve the game a little bit. Like, they didn't need to do that, but they did. But now they've done one of those, and it's locked behind a paywall. That'd be like if in Wind Waker, every time we wanted to wake the wind, we had to scan an Amiibo.
Right.
And that Amiibo cost us fucking $30, which is only $10 cheaper than the game is going to cost.
Yeah, but what if it was the boat? I'd get the Amiibo if it was the boat.
I think there's got to be a King of Red Lions Amiibo, right?
Look it up.
There's got to be. I'll look it up right the heck now. Yeah, people are notably upset because, one, that is a feature that should just be in the game if you can do it.
Right.
Also, it's $30. Also, no one's gonna get this anyways because of fucking scalpers are gonna.
Yeah, they're gonna just
That's been getting out of hand with everything lately.
Yeah, like
it ruined Pokemon cards.
It ruined the
Pokemon
PS4,
cards. It ruined PS5.
Yeah.
I actually took care of a scalper when I was in the hospital.
Oh really?
Yeah, like he was like, oh, like it was around Christmas time, and I was like, oh, I asked him like, oh, like what do you do? And he's like, oh yeah,
I buy and resell PS5s.
He said I play video games and like I live stream. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then we start talking, and he's like, yeah, I bought like 5 PS5s and I just sold my last one for $1,000. I'm like, oh, okay.
And then you pulled the plug.
No.
Speaking of pulling the plug, I almost ended the podcast. I forgot we have a new segment.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it for the news. Don't buy the Amiibo.
Unless it's the.
Oh, I looked it up. There is no King of Red Lions Amiibo. There's a custom one you can get, but it obviously doesn't do anything.
Right.
But it's really pretty though, and I love Zelda. I don't know.
Okay. Since there's 3 people here, why don't we have, instead of having a computer do it, why don't we have one of you pick one number and one of you pick the other number?
Okay.
So, Chris, give me a number between 1. Do you remember? Hang on. First of all, before we start, do you remember what we did last time?
As far as
what
the game?
What game we came up with? Do you remember?
We've only done 2 of these so far. The first one was a JoJo game.
Was a JoJo Fire Emblem clone. Oh, it was a Blockbuster beat 'em up.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a beat 'em up about Blockbuster video. So give me a number. Give me a number 1 to 22, but don't say 14 because that's beat 'em up. 5. Okay. And then Pauline, give me a number.
We should start writing these down, by the way.
Yeah, I should.
What we've done.
Pauline, give me a number between 1 and 50, but don't say 44.
32.
32. Oh my God. Okay, as I've said before, some of the categories in the second batch aren't IPs.
Right.
Some of them are concepts. Some of them might be companies, events. So today we are going to be making a YouTube first-person shooter.
Oh my God.
Oh boy. YouTube makes it difficult.
Yeah. See, my first thought was well-known YouTubers as playable characters.
Yeah.
The issue we run into there is that YouTubers are just getting canceled left and right nowadays.
Right.
So it would be difficult to pick complicated ones. I feel like the playable character, your options would be Markiplier, and that's it.
I have a crazy concept.
Okay. Last time you had a crazy concept and it totally worked out. So I'm excited.
The player.
Yeah.
You start the game. You're just a average Joe. Okay.
A creative character, if you will.
Yeah. And you sit down to watch a live stream on YouTube. Because, that's the popular website to do that on. While you're watching, your live stream gets hacked.
Okay.
You get a phone call. You are now in charge of a drone. You are the drone. Okay. This live stream you're watching just became a direct feed to this drone that you're now in control of.
Okay.
And they give you at the end of the day, this is a bunch of millionaires who are having their own little contest to see if you'd be willing to do stuff and what the price. They're betting on what the price is that you'd be willing to do it for.
Okay.
That's all. That's as far as I've gotten.
I
Do
have
we
another
like
concept.
that concept? Okay, hit us.
Hold on. Before you say yours, how does your thing have anything to do with YouTube other than?
It's yeah, that is kind of.
Because I was thinking, what if these people who are sending you on these first-person shooter-based missions to see how far you can go are YouTubers? Like at the end of the day, at the end of the game, you find out that like the backers were like Markiplier and PewDiePie and all these like.
I like that.
Famous. But what do you have? I'm curious to see what you have.
I was thinking like more of like I mean, this can go one or two ways. If it's a multiplayer thing, or like even like a single player against like CPUs, it's kind of like a laser tag kind of thing, where like every time you shoot somebody, they lose subscribers, and then they die once they lose all those. They die once they lose all their subscribers.
Interesting.
I like that a lot more than mine. But what's the setting? Is it literally?
I think
is it like paintball, but YouTubers in your life is how many followers you have?
I think the setting is a white and red arena with the YouTube logo everywhere.
Yeah.
And I think your opponents are like, the difficulty can be like at first you're fighting like some no name like what?
Thunder and Lightning.
Yeah, so level 1 is Thunder and Lightning, and you kill them in one shot.
And then like level, and then like the final boss is PewDiePie.
Yeah, final boss can be Markiplier or something who recently bought Donald Glover's house for $4 million.
Wow.
Which is not game news, but I just wanted to, since it came up.
Or like the another concept I was thinking of was like kind of similar to Chris's, where it's like you're just an average Joe, and all of a sudden like you're called into or like you get like a mysterious call and like your job is to eliminate YouTubers, and then like you realize like like as you eliminate YouTubers, your likes go up and up and up, or your subscribers go up and up and up, and then all of a sudden like it kind of becomes like this sort of like full circle, where it's like now people are targeting you to get your subscribers.
Okay, I think something is forming in my mind. I think I'm gonna take Pauline's two suggestions and combine them.
Okay. I also have an idea based off of her suggestions, but I want to hear yours.
Here's what I'm thinking: the game is a single player match-based shooter, like Halo multiplayer or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Or Fortnite, if you would, right? And your opponents are other YouTubers. The way you kill them is with the gun. We'll get to that in a sec. With the first-person shooter gun you have, you shoot the subscribers away from them. And, easy mode will be like video game walkthroughers, and hard mode will be like literally Markiplier and KSI and all these big channels.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't just lose subscribers. You gain their subscribers, because the logic being like if they don't exist anymore, they go to you to subscribe,
right.
So your whole conquest into like killing quote unquote these YouTube channels is so that you can have the best YouTube channel. But I want to take it a step further, because in my head it doesn't make sense to shoot the subscribers out of them. I think your guns should be like a gun manifestation of bad things that can happen to YouTubers. Like you have
cancel culture.
You have a cancel culture gun, and you have like a clout gun, and you have like a dislike button gun.
I like that a lot.
And those can be.
I have a game mode for this game.
Okay, so is what that was the main game mode?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we all agree that the gavel's going down? Is that the one we're going with?
Yes.
I think we combined all our ideas into something at least playable.
Here's the online mode called Tube Exclusive.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
You connect it via your YouTube channel.
Okay.
And it's the same exact game except based off your YouTube channel. So your health bar is how many subscribers you in real life have.
Nice.
That would be cool if we could get YouTube to back this game and we could have actual integration.
Right. So the game has access to your stats, your actual YouTube stats.
Right.
But that's it.
So, okay, that could be cool depending on.
You can also play online and not connect it, but this is
Right.
there's online mode, then there's tube exclusive mode.
Right.
TM.
There could be like, if we do it that way, you could get like, the game could like randomize weapons based on your like actual statistics. Like, for example, if you're playing as Thunder and Lightning the Thunder and Lightning Gaming channel, you could load in with, 216 subscribers each time, but the guns you could have could be like, you got 1 subscriber yesterday. Here's a shitty gun that represents 1 subscriber. Or you could load in with the 3 Caballeros gun, which has 50,000 views backing it.
Right. Ooh, I like that a lot.
So
your views are like points.
because I feel like, but they manifest as weapons randomly. So you get like 3 weapons, and you might get the 3 Cabs gun. You might have a even spread of like, I have a nice spread of damage.
See.
Or you could have 2 shitty, like, no one watched this video guns, and then the 3 Caballeros
Interesting.
guns.
Interesting.
I like that.
Because I feel like the situation that we're in on YouTube, where we have a small amount of subscribers, all things considered, but we're steadily growing, but we have 1 video that exploded, and that's pretty much it, is not uncommon.
Right.
So I feel like depending on... Yeah, and I feel like online matchmaking in this mode would be super easy, because they just like, there's a cap. Like, we're not gonna load into a game with Markiplier. Not that Markiplier's better at this actual video game than us, but he
has way better stats than us.
There's no way we could win against Markiplier. Absolutely.
Also,
like, statistically not.
A bit of a what's the word I'm looking for? Scene builder? That's not what I want. Obviously, your gamer tag name is your channel name.
Right.
So, like, you're playing with another channel, and then you look them up.
That too, yeah. Now that we're outside of the fiction
Networking,
of this,
I guess.
Networking, yeah.
Yeah. Outside of the fiction of this, like, kill other YouTube channels thing. If you play with a dude who, he's good at the game, or you guys like hit it off or something over voice chat, you could literally go subscribe. And if we integrate YouTube into it, there could be like the match is over, here's your stats, and then you could just click on their name
that
and
would
subscribe
be crazy.
from that
Right.
screen.
Yeah.
Right. Because you're already linked to YouTube.
I think this real game that we're definitely going to make lives or dies on whether YouTube backs us or not.
Right.
And I think by nature of this prompt, they're definitely going to.
I like that game. That's 3
really
games
cool.
in a row. We've made 3 of these, and I liked each game.
I thought for sure this was the one that we were going to
crash and burn.
On. Yeah. Dude, YouTube's a website. When I put YouTube on it, I was like, "Oh, YouTube RPG might be fun." I
mean, it took a while to get there, but we got there.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the day dating sim pops up.
Is dating sim on here?
And then I'm not here.
I have simulation. I don't have dating sim. I should put dating sim. I'm gonna put dating sim.
Put dating sim in his Comic-Con category.
It is actually
Good. Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's what I think, right?
I don't want to reveal them all. I like the spontaneity.
Definitely. But you have all the gaming modes, right? And we
Yeah.
can add to that list. I think once we run out of column B, which is the other stuff, I think we make a new column B, but obviously keep column A. Just restart the whole process.
Yeah, because as far as I'm concerned in this game, we're not going to use JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, YouTube, or Blockbuster again. But if next time, I'll say Comic-Con because you said that one as an example. If the next one is a Comic-Con
dating sim,
beat 'em up, like I'm okay with doing repeat genres.
Right.
Oh, okay, I see. I was going to say don't even do repeat genres until we've done them all once,
Right. I was
and
going to
then
say
repeat
at a
them
certain
all.
point,
We'll figure that out.
Yeah, we'll let it go as soon as we'll figure that out once the first duplicate shows up.
Yeah. I think that's it.
I think that does it for us. Yeah, I did the releases. Whoops, that's not it. I did the Bethesda Assassin's Mercer. Yeah. That does it for us. Oh, dude, perfect timing too.
Nice.
Cool.
Just about. Thank you so much for watching. I mean listening. I mean watching.
Both.
If you like the sound of our voices and want to hear it more, consider subscribing.
What's the game called?
Oh, everyone shut up. Don't subscribe yet. What's the video game called? That's right. We need to come up with. Last one was called. I think we settled on blockbusters.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if we didn't, I want to retcon it that we did because that's really good.
You shooters.
Ooh, but in the red U and then shooters
Yeah.
in the logo. I kind of like that. He's looking at
Yeah.
it. He's trying to see if he likes it.
Yeah. You shooters. I like it. I feel like YouTube's going to get mad if the whole word YouTube isn't in the title. I like you.
Yeah, but it's their logo and like the titles. YouTube's name and logo is going to be all over the game itself.
Right. Yeah, I do like you said you shooters. I was like, but then you explain how the U would be in the button and then the shooters would be the
Yeah.
the YouTube text.
It'd be their logo.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I like it.
Cool.
I like that.
Yeah.
You shooters.
But yeah, subscribe and we'll do better at you shooters.
Yeah. That's how you help us do better at the game we created is by subscribing. We have other podcasts. We have a movie one. We have one where we just basically shoot the shit about what happened that week. We have Let's Plays and video essays and all that fun stuff. And we have a Twitch channel. The link to that is in the description. Go follow us there because it's free. And we stream every Wednesday and Sunday. And that'll do it for us. So until next time, I've been Thunder.
I'm Lightning.
And I'm on soon.
Stay safe, stay clean, and we'll see you next time.